Melody man. It's a problem, you know the finish, you know. If you try to solve them, you know go finish, you know. So I pray to God make you answer me, oh. If you marry dark, oh, damn me low moon. Oh, damn me low moon. Answer me, Japan. 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 Oh, damn me low moon. Answer me, Japan.
Any Shapali, 1 billion streams. I just need 1 billion. 1 billion in my life.
Daddy give me stamina, make the enemy no feel stamina. Sapa make it stop in May the melody bring you all the money, oh. Daddy give me stamina, make the enemy no feel stamina. Come away, oh, come away, oh, Father me love, answer me, Japan. Father me love, answer me, Japan. Father me love, answer me, Japan. Father me love. 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 Answer me, Japan.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Academic Crossroads here on Fire Radio. I hope you have all had a blessed Monday, and as ever, we are here to support and equip you for you to excel in your academic journey and finish with excellence. So today we are focusing on finishing strong, the academic edge. Now, next week, in honor of World Youth Skills Day, we will be focusing on how you can finish strong and what are some of the fundamental skills that students need to do so. And so, in honor of World Youth Skills Day on Wednesday, we are going to kick off the show with a skill snap. So with this skill snap, I would like you to tell us one skill you're proud of or one skill you want to level up this year and why. So what are you thinking that actually I'm good at this, I've spent my time working on it and I have definitely developed these skills, and why is that important? Or equally, if there's something that you're thinking, actually I would like to progress or develop in this area, and it may be something like communication. It may be something like, actually I need to learn a specific technique, and why is that? How is that going to help you level up in the area that you are in or the area that you want to go into? So whilst you are dropping all of those in the comments, I will be back with you in just a moment. So please leave your skill snap in the comments.
This valley is feeling like myself. All I ask, don't leave me by myself. Got me thinking that I need some help, 'cause Cause I tried to leave, you know I tried to. I can't get out without you. You know I don't doubt what you can do. See everyone trying to judge, but you don't know me. You don't know my situation's critical. You don't know what, you don't know what, you don't know what I've been through. Freedom is out of my reach, and that's why this valley is feeling like myself. All I ask, don't leave me by myself. Got me thinking that I need some help. Cause I tried to leave, you know I tried to. I can't get out without you. You know I don't doubt what you can do. You don't know what, you don't know what I've been. But you told my story, sitting in my room thinking my don't love me. Really get confused when you acting funny. Tell me, you know that my soul needs redemption, see. And I need you more than the air I breathe. And I wanna breathe, just wanna be free. Pleading job up, come guide me up out of this valley is feeling like myself. All I ask, don't leave me by myself. Got me thinking that I need some help. Cause I tried to leave, you know I tried to. I can't get out without you. You know I don't doubt what you can do. Yeah. This valley is feeling like myself. All I ask, don't leave me by myself. Got me thinking that I need some help. Cause I tried to leave, you know I tried to. I can't get out without you. You know I don't doubt what you can do. See everyone trying to judge, but you don't know me. You don't know my situation's critical. You don't know what, you don't know what, you don't know what I've been through. Freedom is out of my reach, and that's why this valley is feeling like myself. All I ask, don't leave me by myself. Got me thinking that I need some help. Cause I tried to leave, you know I tried to. I can't get out without you. You know I don't doubt what you can do. You don't know what, you don't know what I've been. But you told my story, sitting in my room thinking my don't love me. Really get confused when you acting funny. Tell me, you know that my soul needs redemption, see. And I need you more than the air I breathe. And I wanna breathe, just wanna be free. Pleading job up, come guide me up out of this valley is feeling like myself. All I ask, don't leave me by myself. Got me thinking that I need some help. Cause I tried to leave, you know I tried to. I can't get out without you. You know I don't doubt what you can do. Yeah.
Hospital.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Academic Crossroads. So today we are talking all things skills. So we are focusing on finishing strong, the academic edge. Now, if you haven't yet dropped your skill snap, please do so in the comments, and we will be going later into our top 5 skills every student needs to graduate. So good evening, Christelle. Thank you for joining us. Whitney, Jane, Kyle, thank you. Nigel, Mama Val, Dorette, Tendai, Belinda, Deaconess, Nana. Thank you so much for joining us here on Academic Crossroads. So what are your skill snaps? What is maybe a skill that you have been working on and developing? And what is one skill that you really want to level up in this year? And why is it important? So a few things that I've been speaking to some students about, and some have said that they want to improve their public speaking so that they can actually pitch their ideas confidently. And that's important for whether you're a student, whether maybe you're in business. There's always an opportunity, always a time where you need to display or convey your ideas and contribute to conversations. So public speaking is something that I know a few people would like to develop. Also, organizing my notes. Some people over this past academic year, they have found that maybe they haven't been the most organized. They haven't had the most organized notes. Some things are written in one book, some stuff is a bit here on their maybe their MacBook, some stuff they've put on small pieces of paper that they've found, or is on notes in their phone. So everything has been a little bit everywhere, but they would like to be a bit more organized because it helps them stay on top of a lot more things. And then when you're organized, you have a view of what you're doing and where you need to be and when. And I guess linking to that as well, another skill snap that has come up in some discussions has been time management. So time management is tough for some. I mean, sometimes there is just a lot to do. Sometimes if you're a parent, the unexpected can happen at any moment. And so then time management can be impacted as well. But it is something that people are working on in order to be more productive, more efficient, and more effective in the time that they have. So Kyle, you have also said that you've got a bit better at networking, but hope to develop it more in individual fields. And another skill you've been developing is writing and formulating the structure of your articles so that you can make your articles look more professional. So well done. Busy indeed, Nigel. Busy indeed. Busy indeed. So if you have any more skill snaps for us, please do drop them in the comments. So why do skills matter? Why do skills matter? Why are they important? Why are they something that, you know, it's, if you're at work, there's a focus on L&D. You need to develop your skills, you know, you need to maybe get better at communicating, at writing, at, you know, it might be something specific to your field as well. And even if you're a student, why do skills matter? What is the point of developing them? And so skills, we use them across so many different areas and in everything really. Even if you are having a conversation with somebody, you need to be able to talk. If you are, maybe you have to go to school, but then you have stuff to do after school, you might have things to do on weekends, you need to be organized so that you understand where you are and where you need to be when. And so skills, whilst they are important in academia, they are also important in work. They are also important in life, in life and other things that we do. And so where we know the skills that we are good at, we need to make sure that we are maintaining them, because if we don't keep doing them and don't keep working on them, then there is the potential that they may drop. But also the skills that we're not so good at the moment, they need to be developed and invested in time, whether it's a course, whether it's just a thing that you need to keep on doing and you need to keep on practicing. It might be that you need to have a conversation with somebody. And so skills are important across every area. And so the ones, it's good to be able to identify the ones that you're good at and the ones that you need to develop. And so in my time as a student, in my time working with students, here are some of the top 5 skills that I have seen that students need to graduate strong and finish strong. So the first, time management and planning. Now, with time management and planning, this is important across the board. Like I said, whether you're actually a student or whether you are working, time management Have you got those people that are always rushing? They're late to lecture, or maybe they've come to lecture but they've got no pen, or they've come to lecture and they've left their laptop at home. They've not brought the right materials and resources that you need in order for you to engage with the workshop or the seminar. Or it might even be that they should have done pre-work but they didn't read the email, and so they're just rushing. And it may also be that actually they didn't even realize there was an email because they were not on top of what it is that they need to do. And so some research has shown that actually when children especially are late for school, so it even comes into primary school and secondary school, and granted sometimes more so in primary school, maybe it's not down to the child themselves, but when children are late to school, whether it be primary or secondary school, then actually it has a negative impact on their learning. And even when you see for yourself, when you've turned up to a meeting late, don't you find that you're not as switched on in the meeting? Maybe sometimes you feel a bit all over the place when you're trying to set yourself up. And so with time management, this is something that can benefit us long term. It benefits us across the board. And it's something that if you know you're not good with time, you know, sometimes when you're working towards something and you're getting ready to get out of the house and you think, oh, I've got a bit more time. That's the moment that I've realized at the moment that I feel like I've got time, I need to just keep on going and keep on rushing to get out of the house. Because the moment I feel like I have time, that's the moment that I slow down a little bit, then I take a little bit longer, and then you blink and the time's gone, and then it's likely that you might be late. So making sure that you are managing your time in getting to where you need to be, and planning yourself as well. What can you do beforehand to help you get to where you need to be, and to help you maybe leave where you need to be on time or get to where you need to be on time? What planning steps can you do? One thing that I found is prepping my bag the night before. If I know that I'm going to the office, I have to be up early and out of the house early. And so packing my bag the night before has always helped, because then there's not that last minute rush of trying to find the bag, trying to find the headset, trying to make sure you've remembered the charger and things like that. And so making sure the bag is packed, even for school, for the kids as well, for school, when their bags are packed, it's literally just getting them ready, then doing all the other stuff you do in the morning, and making sure that you just pick up the bag and you're out of the house. So it makes things a lot smoother. So Priscilla, you've said, yep, it starts from early. And Susie, yep, the moment I realize we have time, I waste it. And I wonder why that is actually. I would really like to understand that a bit more, I think. Why is that? Priscilla, you're in agreement. Packing a bag the night before, ironing my clothes prior to the day, and lunch sorted. So when you wake up, then it's just a case of go. Let's get ready. So definitely students that have better time management and planning, they tend to be more organized. They also get to utilize the more of the time in the sessions. If you've got an hour and you're already running 10 minutes late, imagine if you're running 10 minutes late and you do that for 6 days, then that's an hour that you've lost of teaching time. So even though you might just think, oh, it's 10 minutes late one day, when you think about that across the whole year, that can equate to months of lost learning. And so if you can improve your time management, and if you can plan and prepare yourself better, then you will be more ready to truly grab everything that the sessions that you are attending has for you. And also as parents as well, because 9 times out of 10, even though stuff happens in the morning, but we can always do stuff that can better prepare us to get out of the house, right? And so sometimes it's just staying up that little bit extra, getting the stuff done, even though after the day's done and the kids are in bed, you just want to sit and relax. Or better yet still, get them to help you organize their bags, organize their clothes and things like that, so that it then becomes a family bonding opportunity for you to do together, but also you're prepping yourselves ahead of tomorrow. So, Mama Nobu, you've said prep bags and clothes the night before the day, sleep earlier than the usual time to wake, and up early to prepare before kids wake up. Now, the next tip that I have found that really prepares students is when they have a growth mindset. Now, this is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work, and it's about fostering resilience and continuous personal development. And you see it when children embrace challenges, and even adults when we embrace challenges, and we see that actually when something doesn't go quite right, that actually it's an opportunity for learning. So what can I learn from this thing? And so when people have more of a growth mindset, it's viewing challenges as opportunities. It's them being inspired by the success of others. They have this desire to build their abilities and build their capacity, and accepting constructive criticism as well. So when you get that bit of feedback, rather than being defensive and thinking, yeah, but they're giving you feedback and you're bringing the but in before they've even finished. It's about actually hearing what's being said and thinking, okay, how can I take this on board and progress and develop myself within that, and focusing on actually what is the outcome that I want from this overall, and how do I get there, and learning from it. So building that growth mindset. Now, tip number 3, effective communication. Now, with effective communication, this may be students that are able to write effectively, are able to speak effectively and listen effectively, because students are able to communicate when they need help. They are able to communicate their ideas and their thoughts as well. And this is a lifelong skill. So whilst I'm saying this is for students and graduates, actually, when you get into those meetings at work, when you have to maybe defend your point, or maybe you don't agree with something and you need to say why, or maybe you're pitching something that you want people to do, or part of a project. And so with this, we need to think about communicating effectively. So where we can develop those, and it might be done in different ways within your fields as well. So you have to think about how is this done most effectively? Are you working with people externally? Are you working with internal stakeholders? Maybe it means that you need to speak to your teachers or your lecturers about something. So thinking about how can you communicate effectively? What aren't you doing so well at the moment? How can we develop it? Or what are you doing well? And how can we continue to maintain that skill? Now, number 4, digital literacy and research skills. So students that are able, now a lot of students, I guess nowadays, having laptops and being on screens and stuff like that. I remember when I was in school, computers and stuff were very, very new. They were new things, and so it was very much a thing that we grew up with, though. And so it wasn't so far. Once we got to university, everyone had been using them for years already. And so, but it's just understanding how you can actually use your devices to the best of your ability, and thinking about how can you use them effectively within your field. Now, sometimes you might need to understand the deep techniques and deep things within Excel or SPSS if you're doing statistics, let's say. But others, you might just need to have a very basic knowledge of how to save stuff, open stuff. You know, you can find out a lot of things nowadays if you just search for them and understand how you can develop your skills here and your research skills. So this is understanding how to search for things that you need. This is understanding whether sources that you're looking at can you really trust that source? Can you really trust that source or not? And knowing where to search for things, where not to search for things. Can you look at things with a critical eye? Can you look at this piece of work and think, okay, what was good about it? What wasn't so good about it? And has maybe somebody else done something to fill the gaps that you find within that piece of work as well? Now, our final one is self-leadership and motivation. But I'm also going to adjust this because yes, self-leadership is important, and where you can become more independent in your learning and more independent in your approach to your learning in terms of you going out and searching for the opportunities. With motivation now, we know that motivation comes and goes, right? So I think I'll actually switch this to discipline, because motivation comes when we first start something. Motivation makes us feel like, yes, I want to do this. But motivation, how many of you know motivation does not last all the time? From the time when you started, for those of you that have finished uni, when you started uni, for the majority, you might have been thinking, yes, I'm ready, like, I want to go to uni. I'm ready to finish this course. But partway through in second year, somewhere there, at one point, we all felt like, can I finish this already? Is this done yet? Are we done yet? Are we there yet? Can we make it to graduation already? And so the motivation, even in bigger tasks like that, but it might even be in your coursework as well. You get it initially and you think, yes, I'm on it, I'm ready. I've got my timeline, I've organized myself. And then we get partway through and the motivation is gone. But if you can be disciplined, if you can reach the point where whether you feel like it or not, you can go to the library and do that piece of work. If you feel like you can, overcome the fact that you want to go out and actually because you've got work to do, so you just focus and sit and get the work done. If you can delay the celebrations a little bit and focus on what needs to be done and get it done when it needs to be done, then actually those students set themselves up very well to finish strong and graduate well. And it also benefits them when they go to work as well, because actually in the workplace, how many of us know that motivation is not always there? Your project might be long. Your project, the people that you're working with might not always be the most easiest of people, and it's even the same with group work. But actually being disciplined and getting stuff done at the time that it needs to be done can set you up for greater things. So we are going to be back in just one moment, but those are the top 5 skills every student needs to graduate strong.
Hey, brother, Enemy thought he had us, didn't he?
Nah, he did.
Matter of fact, Nate, what was that one joint you was playing earlier? It went something like...
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good just to be? Don't it feel good just to be in God's hands? Don't it feel good? In God's hands, knowing that you're standing in God's hands.
I'm living in these moments that I pray for. Standing in the purpose I was made for. I'm just walking in the hands of the Lord. Give me more, give me more, give me more. You went undercover with your grace. Detective, how you found me in my shame, but you didn't give me over to my chain. You arrested me with love, then you sentenced me to change. Mugshot looking different, I'm amazed. And you pulled me out the grave that you found me in. If you had to run it back, you do it all again. Yeah, and I ain't stepping out. No, I'm locked in and I ain't stressing out. Counted in his hands when they count me out.
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good just to be? Don't it feel good just to be in God's hands? Don't it feel good? In God's hands, knowing that you're standing in God's hands.
no stains on me, knowing that I'm covered by the blood, still so clean like Dove. My Jireh provider, he's my Abba, my Father. I know that you're for me, yeah. I can go the distance when it's the both of us. So just to know this kind of love, it's the way that you found me in the dark when I was lost. You brought me home. Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good just to be? Don't it feel good just to be, just to be in God's hands? Don't it feel good? In God's hands, knowing that you're standing in God's hands.
Hey, run on, look, yeah. Don't it feel good? Living in his favor from the country to the hood. I don't want the paper when I got the holy book. Who'da thought that a crook like me would get courtside seats? Take a look, firm foundation, standing 10 toes. I can never be complacent. Skyline views when you coming from the basement. Got me like, ooh, going with the praising.
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good just to be? Don't it feel good just to be, just to be in God's hands? Don't it feel good? In God's hands, knowing that you're standing in God's hands.
Welcome back, everybody, to Academic Crossroads here on Fire Radio. And today you are tuned into Finish Strong, the academic edge. So thank you to everyone that has been locked in throughout the show. And before we finish up, we are bringing back our segment of What's Up, Doc. So we are bringing in back our segment of What's Up, Doc. So if you have any questions related to anything in academia, then please send in your questions. Now, today we will be taking a few questions that we have had come in. So first up, we have a question from Kyle. So he says, as a sports journalist, I'm thinking of starting streaming as well. What are some sports content ideas I can tie in with my streaming endeavors? So I think one important thing to think about, Kyle, if you're tuned in, which you are, so welcome. One important thing to think about is what is trending at the moment. So what have you seen a lot of other sports journalists doing? Are there maybe particular themes, or are there particular types of stream, like the way people are streaming? Are there any of those in at the moment? And also, what is current within the sporting world? Obviously, different sports have different events and different focuses at different times of the year. So really making sure you're tuned into that and you're staying ahead of the game in terms of maybe doing your interviews, who you might interview. So it might be a case of that you've maybe emailed an athlete a month or 2 months before you know that point is coming, so that you can then prep yourself up for that as well. And those that are listening, if you have any ideas for Kyle of what he could stream in terms of sports content, please do drop them in the comments, because whilst I'm here hosting the show, this is definitely a group effort. So please make sure that if you have any ideas for Kyle, if any of you are sports fanatics, then please drop them in the comments as well. But Kyle, definitely make sure you are contacting people way ahead of time, that you are on top of trends and things that are happening now, and also you understand the sporting calendars for each of the different sports. So our next question, we have a question from Colin. So Colin, you have said, is it worthwhile for a person balancing family life and ministerial calling to invest in obtaining a doctorate, given the demands and opportunities of today's world? is it worthwhile doing a doctorate? I think you have to first of all think of why you're doing it. What is the point of the research? Because if you're working full-time, the likelihood is that you're going to be doing your doctorate part-time. And so this can take anywhere between 5 and 8 years. And so you have to think, what will you be doing your research in? And across that time, is it going to be worth that time? Or it might even be that actually you do it full time and you do it in 3.5 to 4 years. And even during that time, it is a lot of late nights. It will be working on weekends. So I think if you have a family, that is definitely something that you and your spouse have to discuss and really understand what it's going to take and what it requires whilst you're doing that. And especially if you have children as well, then that can potentially be 4-5 years or even up to 8 in some instances, where you will be focusing on your doctorate. But I think it also is an opportunity, like you've said, it is an opportunity for you to go deeper in research. It's an opportunity for you to be an expert in your field as well. And so during that time, you may publish papers, you may go to conferences, you may be better connected with experts within your field as well. And so you have to think of it as a real holistic outlook. What can you get out of it for you and your family? And especially for your calling, what has God got for you through that? That is something to definitely think about. So thank you for your question, Colin. And for our last question, we will just take one more for today. So Mbale, you've asked, what strategies do you recommend for balancing academic responsibilities with personal well-being, especially during high stress periods like dissertation or placement? What's something you wish you had known earlier in your career that would have made your path easier and more fulfilling? Okay, just because of time, we'll take the first part, the first part about the strategies you recommend balancing academic responsibilities with personal well-being. I think one thing, plan yourself, be organized. When you're organized, you can then schedule time in for you to take breaks. You can schedule time in for you to sleep early. You can schedule time in for you to go for walks or do whatever leisure activities works for you and what you want to engage in. And so making sure you're planning and you have good time management and you plan yourself well will then reduce the need for you 5 days before your work is due to be doing all-nighters. You know, it's the people that are often in the library later that you find are there and they're focused, but they've have to be there 5 nights in a row because they didn't start their work on time. So definitely time management and planning, and know what your work requires, know how you work as well. And you have to work with the two of those things to ensure that actually you put yourself in the best position, because a lot of it is actually just your choices that you make in the lead up to your submission date. So that discipline comes into it, which I mentioned earlier. And so making sure that you are making the profitable choices, making sure you're making the profitable choices. So thank you everybody that has submitted. If you do have more questions, then please get them in and we will be getting to them as we go throughout the series and in our What's Up Doc segment. But I'm looking at the time and time has flown once again. But thank you all for joining us here today on Academic Crossroads. And I've been your host, Dr. Leanne Jaye. Don't forget to tune in, same time, same place next week here on Fire Radio. Like the video, share, subscribe, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. We are there. So until next time, I will see you later.
So we're just going to declare this song out. The song was birthed from this house, and it says that the name of Jesus has no limits. In his name, you have the power. I have the power. We have the power to conquer anything. stars and blew them into place. You formed the earth and filled this empty space. You were Jesus. You were Jesus. You took the dust and made it beautiful. You breathed new life into a wretched soul. You were Jesus, Son of the living God. You were Jesus. You're fighting for us, thinking of us. You'll never leave us, oh God. You took the keys, my victory is won. You hold the name that sinners can't call on. You are Jesus. Hey, you are Jesus. You come before the wind and rage and storms. You speak a word for miracles to fall. You are Jesus. Yes, you are. You are Jesus. And you're fighting. Yes, you are. Yeah. You'll never leave me. You're fighting. You're fighting for us. And you're thinking every day. Oh, you never leave us now. Oh, you never leave us. You never leave us. You never leave us. No, no. 'Cause your name has no limits. There are no limits in your name. We are living. We are living by your grace and your spirit. We have the power to do all. Jesus, your name has no limits. There are no limits in your name. We are living. We are living by your grace and your spirit. We have.
You have been listening to Academic Crossroads. Join us same time next week for more academic top tips with your host, Dr. Leanne Jaye Adeyemi.
Praise like oil, oil. It's flowing out of me. Rivers of living water, water are breaking out of me. In a way I can't explain. Just a touch, everything changed. I feel brand new. I found me in you. All the storms I couldn't tame, you took my cloudy days and helped me find my way to you. If not before you, where I for day. This your love, it they carry me go, carry me go. I'll follow you for the rest of my life. Until the end of time, it's you and I. Mo fe Corey, mo fe Joe. You're the lover of